This is Always Be Finding, where opportunity is created, not chased.
Today's topic is one of my favorites because it quietly explains why some people always seem to have opportunity around them without looking busy, desperate, or salesy. We're talking about opportunity partners. Opportunity partners are simply people or companies who already work with the same type of client you want to serve, just from a different angle. That's it. Same client, different role. Most professionals try to create opportunity by going outward, more outreach, more messages, more effort aimed at people who don't know them, don't trust them, and aren't ready yet. That approach works, but it's exhausting, and it keeps you in a constant position of proving yourself. Opportunity partners flip that. Instead of asking, "Who should I sell to?" you start asking, "Who already serves the clients I want?" Because buyers don't discover vendors randomly. They inherit them. They hear names from people they already trust. They explore options inside familiar circles. Think about your own life. When you need help with something important, you don't start with a stranger. You start with someone already in your world or someone recommended by someone you trust. That's not sales psychology. That's human behavior. Opportunity partners might be architects, consultants, advisors, contractors, designers, IT providers, anyone who touches the same client earlier, later, or differently than you do. They see the same pressures. They speak the same language. They understand what's at stake. And here's the important part. This isn't about asking them for referrals. It's about alignment. When two professionals serve the same type of client, opportunity shows up naturally. One person sees a problem first. The other is better equipped to help later. No selling required, just awareness and timing. That's why these opportunities feel easier, safer, faster. You're not interrupting. You're being introduced into context. And when opportunity arrives with context, trust transfers automatically. That's the engine behind opportunity partners, and once you see it, you can't unsee it. Jake and Imani have seen this play out across industries. Real people, real timing, real opportunity showing up without force.
So, here's the deal. Most folks, they make sales way harder than it needs to be. Like, you're out here trying to convince total strangers, send cold emails, whatever, trying to drum up excitement from people who aren't even warmed up. But I learned that the best opportunities can come from somebody else when someone already inside the client's world passes your name along. That's what opportunity partners are. Not some referral robot, not a marketing blast, just adjacent pros serving the same client, different part of the project.
And the key is, they serve the same client but at another moment, or they handle a different side of the client's puzzle. Maybe your ideal partner is a consultant or a contractor or even their IT person. What matters is shared context. I like to think of it as working alongside the same story, but contributing in different chapters. And that's what makes opportunity feel, well, organic instead of forced. There's no chasing, just a natural flow.
Let me give you an example from back in my landscaping sales days. I was just breaking in, always hustling, right? I'd been recommending this plumber to everyone. He just got the job done, no drama. Then one day he calls me up, says, "Hey, my client wants to do an outdoor overhaul," and I told him, "You're the only person who'll shoot straight." No pitch, no, "Let me tell you what I can do," just total trust, because I'd already vouched for him, and delivered, right? Honestly, it was one of my biggest wins, and all it took was being dependable for the right person.
Absolutely. Whenever you align with people who already see the same clients, opportunity stops feeling like a pitch and starts to feel more like a handoff between partners. And really, that's when the magic happens.
So let's go deeper on that trust transfer thing, because this is what powers those warm intros. When someone's already trusted by your target client, any suggestion they bring gets evaluated totally differently. The client isn't asking, "Should I believe this person?" You're already vetted by someone they trust. You're inside the circle from the start, and as long as you honor that trust, opportunity keeps showing up. This isn't persuasion, it's risk reduction. Trust does the heavy lifting before you ever say a word. The easiest way to understand this is to hear how it plays out in real life.
Once you cultivate strong, respectful relationships with these partners, this concept really takes off. Like when you and your opportunity partner describe problems the same way, or you both get the client's weird constraints, it just clicks. The language lines up, your timing overlaps, one of you spots the problem before the other, and opportunity pops up faster. That's what makes it feel team-based instead of transactional. And clients get a more valuable solution. Happier client, more referrals. It keeps building.
This reminds me of a project I was part of a few years back. I was working alongside another sales consultant. We had different backgrounds, but quickly got aligned around the client's unique project. At first, the client barely listened to new ideas. But then, because our messaging and even the words we used matched, they started to relax, open up, and eventually bought in completely. It's like clients pick up on alignment, and it lowers their guard. There's less, prove it to me, more, show me how.
When the benefit runs both ways, when you trust each other, work well together, and know that one of you sees the issue early while the other can help later, that's the sweet spot. No tracking referrals, no scorekeeping, just two professionals proactively looking out for each other's clients, and opportunity shows up for both. All right, let's make it practical, because theory's cool, but you're here to find actual opportunities. So, how do you spot these opportunity partners? It starts by asking, who else already works with the clients you want, and what do they care about protecting? That's it. No gimmicks, no big formal program. Map out those adjacent players. Maybe it's the architect, maybe it's the IT professional, maybe it's the consultant who shows up a month before you. That's your shortlist. And you don't need permission to start reaching out or building these connections. There's no massive scale required. All you need is to notice whose work lines up with yours, who has the same values, and begin the conversation from there. Your awareness goes up, you spot earlier opportunities, and suddenly things feel easy, not forced.
Okay, let's run down our top 5 biggest benefits of opportunity partners. Imani, feel free to jump in. 1. Opportunities show up earlier because partners spot stuff before you do. 2. Clients relax because the intro comes from someone they already trust. 3. Zero pressure since you're not forcing the connection. It's logical. 4. You learn more about your own clients by seeing what others see. And 5. You build a real, no expectations relationship. It doesn't feel transactional. You just become the obvious call when your piece of the puzzle comes up.
I'll add, when both sides focus on what matters to the client, those partnerships just click. Each person becomes better at noticing moments that matter, with nobody feeling pushed or obligated. That's true in home services, in healthcare, retail, tech, anywhere there's reputation or risk on the line. Mutual outcomes drive natural opportunity. That's the magic.
So keep it real. Don't force it. Notice who's already in the room doing good work. And remember, one solid partner is better than 100 cold calls. And next time, we'll dig into how to actually identify and approach these opportunity partners, what to say, how to set those relationships in motion.
Opportunity stops feeling forced when you see yourself as part of an ecosystem, not a solo act. Start identifying opportunity partners today. Lean into the overlap. You'll find more than you expect. We'll see you all in Chapter 5.
You've been listening to Always Be Finding. Stay visible, stay relevant, and we'll catch you on the next episode.